You can catch the Daily Blast Live team every weekday at 11:30 a.m. right here on ABC 10. Joining us from the DBL team today is Al Jackson and Lindsey Granger. Happy New Year's, guys.
Hi, Aubrey.
Hey, what's going on, Aubrey?
Well, we have a couple hot topics that we're going to discuss. And the first one is about this man who went into a drugstore pharmacy and handed over a note about a sick child.
Yeah, so this man in Philadelphia Rite Aid walked in, purchased an item, or looked like he was purchasing an item. They put it in the plastic bag, and then he quietly hands them a note saying, "My child is sick. Turn over everything in the cash register." And whether his child's sick or not, I don't know if I believe it, but I still think that was a genius idea because it was calm, collective, nobody got hurt, and the money went straight from the cash register to the bag. And there was no, because I think that the cash register person felt empathy, if anything. Think about it.
I'm questioning if there was really a sick child.
That's what we're saying. I think that's what you do when you can't find your gun. You're just like, oh, well, I guess I'm going to have to write a note and hope this passes. Like, look, this is just a lazy robber. I don't believe him. I don't believe anything he's saying. And it's like, oh, so if you have a sick kid, why don't you steal some medicine and keep it moving? What's the cash for?
Well, he had something in the bag. We don't know what was in the bag. I got to look into that.
Yeah.
It might have been medicine, too, plus
But
money.
playing devil's
with the money he
advocate,
took out of the...
if we play devil's advocate,
what do you say?
If we play devil's advocate, is a sick child a good reason to do something like that?
I mean, we're a fan of movies about that. Same thing, like, oh my God, I would have done the same thing for my kid.
John Q with Denzel. That's what the whole movie was about. And I mean, you did feel empathy, but he did go to jail at the end of the movie. No spoilers. The movie's 25 years old. So
I haven't seen it yet.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, I guess,
I'll tell you how the Godfather ends.
The good thing is nobody was hurt, but, still a crime. Still a crime.
It's still a crime. I mean,
I felt a little bad. I got to be honest.
And can we get some details on the kid? Was it a boy or girl? Like, I don't like, at least when if you're going to have a lie, make it elaborate. I want to know what's wrong with the kid. I want to lay it out. I want some symptoms, runny nose, something.
Al, it was a simple note. There was no details in the note. Okay, let's move on to Jillian Michaels making headlines talking about Lizzo.
Yeah, she was on a Twitter show, AM to DM, and basically said that she thinks that, she was prompted and asked a question by the interviewer about Lizzo's weight, and she said she thinks that we shouldn't praise anybody who's overweight. But my issue was that how does she know that Lizzo is unhealthy, right? She doesn't run on the treadmill with her. She doesn't perform with her. So how does she know based on sheer appearances? I'm sure they don't hang out.
I don't
this
know.
woman
She's
is
a
unhealthy.
professional trainer?
I know, but
does that not count? Does being an expert in anything doesn't?
No, I don't want to hear it. She doesn't know. Just your size. You can't tell off size if somebody's healthy or not.
So if I smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day, but you've never seen me run on a treadmill, what would you assume? Would you assume I'm a master
I've seen you harm your
cardio?
body. You don't know what Lizzo eats every day and goes in and out of her body. You don't know how much she exercises.
Look, the fat on your body is just calories that you have not burned off yet. They make your heart work harder, which causes bad physical repercussions. That's all it is. It's not personal. It's not.
Everybody
personal.
has a different makeup, though. I think Jillian Michaels overstepped, especially for a woman who is body positivity.
So what if this was her? What if this is Lizzo's doctor saying this?
Well, that's a personal conversation between the doctor who she asked for advice versus a random fitness expert who she didn't ask for advice.
That's all people do with Jillian Michaels is ask for advice. What are you talking about? That's her whole job.
Jillian did try to clear it up, right? She was saying, let's just celebrate the music rather than putting more of the focus on her body. But she still wasn't saying, in her opinion, it comes off as, she's not saying that Lizzo looks healthy because of her body size.
Do you think, Aubrey, can I ask you this really quickly?
Sure.
Do you think she would have gotten it if she had said most males should not try to look like The Rock because that's not attainable? Would she have gotten as much, because that's also a very difficult body to achieve, and you could harm yourself trying to get in that kind of shape. Is it just because she's overweight, or could you say you shouldn't try and look like Lizzo or The Rock? You should just try and be in the best shape possible.
I think she's attacking the poster child for body positivity and being, that's the wrong person. Like, why didn't you just say blanket statement about you thinking people at a certain weight need to think about it? She's attacking Lizzo, who literally has a song about not caring what people think about her size or shape.
Okay, but it's not people. It's like this is a personal trainer, or her physician. These are people that are only there to talk about your physical shape. They're not there to talk about anything but your physical shape.
I don't know.
And now when they do it, they're called shamers.
Well, and let's be honest, Lizzo,
I don't get it.
Lizzo's not shying away from the subject. Lizzo has put her body on display in more ways than one. I'm referring to the basketball game a few weeks ago. So, it could go both ways, but I think Jillian was just like, let's celebrate the music, in her way of trying to spin it that she wasn't shaming her. It's all
I
perspective,
guess.
right?
So I guess nutritionists are shamers as well.
Oh man.
Can a
Al, you're going
nutritionist
down a
tell you
slippery
what you're eating? Can they do that, or are they
I'm
shaming
not a
as
fan
well?
of unsolicited advice. Period. I don't think
Unsolicited?
she didn't solicit that advice.
You
All
don't
right,
want,
guys.
You don't want advice?
No, I wouldn't want you coming in here like, Lindsay, you could do this or this to get
We
in
will
better shape.
ponder this
So you've
one
never
for
taken
another
any
day.
advice?
Not unsolicited.
We'll ponder this for another day, guys. Thank you so much.
All right, see you later.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.